and start taking photographs of people's cars that you don't know.
You're the one that's come back for confrontation, buddy.
Okay?
Don't tell me what to do.
I'm not your buddy.
Alright?
I'm not your buddy. Put your phone down.
No, I'm live streaming at the moment.
It's okay.
Can you identify yourself?
Put your phone down a minute.
Can you identify
Put your phone
yourself?
down before you start getting arrested for causing...
For what?
Well, first of all, you called a public order. You don't call a police officer.
That's not a public order.
So yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Do you know the law?
You're in the street. You put your phone down.
Who's made a complaint?
And we'll have a chat.
We're not having. I'm not putting my phone down because I don't trust you the way you've got out. Can you identify yourself, please?
With the police, don't you?
Identify yourself.
Tell you what, you identify yourself.
I don't need to.
Well, I don't need to either.
Yes, you do, buddy. It's your policy.
You tell me what your name is, and then we'll go from there.
Would you like to identify yourself?
We'll go from there.
We're asking you not to.
That's my idea, okay? Right, now you need to back down, walk away, and stop making a confrontation.
I'm not making a confrontation. You were the one that came back.
I asked you.
Arrogancy is not a crime.
Telling police officers that they're dead is a problem.
That lady could have heard that.
Getting arrested for.
You should be arrested.
It's a public order offence for you to say that in the street.
I made you aware. I made sure there was no one around.
You cannot stand in the street outside a police station.
I made you aware there was no one around.
You're mouthing off saying dead
to you.
From the moment the officer steps out of his car, the tone is off. His approach: heavy-handed. He orders the independent recorder to stop filming and leave, even though they're on public property, fully within their rights. When questioned, he falls back on the Public Order Act, claiming a Section 5 offence. But here's the catch: there's no disturbance, no complaint, both legally required for that charge to stick. Instead of identifying himself, as protocol demands, he sidesteps the question and pushes for the recorder's personal details, something no citizen is obligated to provide without lawful grounds. It takes a second officer, someone who actually knows the law, to defuse the situation. Only then does the first officer reluctantly back down. And even in that moment, his hesitation says it all. He didn't like being corrected.
Alright?
There was no members of the public about, unlike when you did it, and you're a police officer.
Whatever that is in your life, okay?
I haven't got one.
Whatever you've got going on in your life, that is a bit of a chip on your shoulder. Sort it out yourself, sort out your life.
Why don't you stop telling people what to do?
And then we'll walk away, and then we can get on with our job.
You'll walk away now.
We've got proper criminals to catch.
You'll walk away now.
People like yourself.
You'll walk away now.
If I come back and find you still here...
You'll do nothing.
Yeah, I will.
No, you won't.
I will deal with you.
What will you do?
I will deal with you.
What will you do?
Well, if you're still here to make a photograph, I will deal with you, okay?
Which is, exactly, because you can't.
Alright?
Come on, you don't know what you're going to deal with me about, because there's no such thing to deal with me. I'm taking pictures.
I know you are, and you're being an absolute idiot about it.
So? You are? You heard yourself.
Stand there and...
You're getting reported, buddy.
Some of them aren't police vehicles.
You're getting reported.
Some of them...
care less.
So will you, fella.
If there's a Porsche in there, a Porsche 911 Turbo, I'll take a picture of it. That's what I do. I haven't got a problem. You're the one with the problem.
Speak to somebody.
See if you see these two guys here, will arrest you for that public order you've just done.
All you've got to do is come and speak to us at the front desk without photographing our
All you've got to do is come and speak to me and not shout at me.
Yeah, well, don't call police officers.
This guy's just committed a public order offence in front of a lady. I've got it on camera.
During the exchange, the auditor quietly drops a controversial word, speaking only to the officer, well out of public earshot. Is it polite? No. But legally, it doesn't hit the bar for a Section 5 public order offence, which requires someone to actually feel alarm, harassment, or distress. Then comes the twist. Moments later, the officer repeats the same word, only this time, loud enough for a passerby to hear. That single shift changes everything. By publicly voicing the term he just condemned, and doing so in an official capacity, the officer not only blows up his own argument, but also sparks a bigger question. Did he just commit the very offence he claimed to enforce?
What you repeated to me, fella.
Which is a swear word.
Oh, it's a swear word. So you accept that?
Yeah. I didn't. There was no members of the public about. I wouldn't do that. To take some pictures of the marked cars.
Okay, and what's that for? What's that for?
Just for like my Flickr account. A photography website.
Okay. And what purpose? Why
just for different, just what I do, different marked cars and stuff. Different types. Try to get some shots of them maybe coming out with the blue lights on and stuff.
Of marked cars. There is all.
I have not taken.
There was no marked cars there. As you can see, is there any marked cars there?
There was one parked there. There was one parked to that white next to that white Skoda.
Okay.
And I wasn't taking pictures at the time. No,
you waited until we drove out.
I was like that, and I was getting ready.
What you were doing. I saw you. I got eyes.
Get over it.
I saw what you were doing.
Get over it.
ID on you?
No, I don't give me ID.
What's your name?
I don't give me ID. It's nothing personal. I just don't give me details out. I'm just down here doing a. You like a YouTube?
Give details out.
What crime do you suspect me of then? If I'm not.
Well, there's been a public order offence.
There hasn't. I've got it all on camera, love. All of it on camera. That's the chap who's committed a public order. I never swore in front of anyone. I made sure there's no one around, and this chap here swore in front of an old lady that was walking past, and I was filming the whole thing. Pardon?
You couldn't be sure that
I had a look round, that there was no one round, and I said it to him through the window.
After calmly pointing out that it was the officer, not him, who may have broken the rule by repeating offensive language in public, the auditor suddenly finds the tables turned. The officer demands his personal details. Legal necessity? Hardly. It feels like a diversion from his own misstep. When challenged, the officer's colleague tries a weak defense. We can't be sure no one overheard you. But the auditor dismantles that instantly. He checked his surroundings, spoke through a closed car window, and made sure no one else was in range. Compare that to the officer, who loudly repeated the word as a passerby walked by. One act was private and controlled. The other, careless and public. Pretending they're equal isn't just bad policing. It flips the law on its head, turning the auditor into the accused while shielding the officer from accountability. At this point, it's clear, this isn't about public order anymore. It's about damage control.
Around, start threatening people.
we're asking you to stop doing it.
But I'm not going to stop doing it. I'm not at your house. I'm not at your house.
These are personal vehicles, some of these, so you don't need to be doing it.
All you have to say is, will you block them out? That's what I do.
And I'm not saying I'm arresting you for taking those photos. I'm asking for like details so we can ascertain
Right,
who you are.
again, it's nothing personal. I'm not trying to be funny. I just don't give me details out. It's just a general rule. Yes, but it's your policy.
Pardon?
It's your policy.
We have asked
We don't know who you are.
Right, so tell me your address.
Pardon?
What's your address then?
I don't need to tell you that.
Well, I don't need you to tell me mine. You are a public servant.
And you're a civilian.
Right, and me and everyone watching pay your wages.
Move along,
Don't get it.
civilian,
No,
okay?
no.
Public servant's asking you to move along,
No,
right?
I won't servant. You serve us.
You've obviously served somewhere, haven't you?
Obviously not. No.
Probably somewhere like.
And even if I did, what did that matter? Eh? None of your business, is it?
Oh, what a joke you are.
What a joke you are. So the world's going to be laughing at you, mate, not me.
We've got other things to do. We've got proper criminals to arrest.
Are you going to do the driver shame?
Idiots like this.
Everyone's going to be laughing at you. You showed your warrant card.
Laughing at you, fella.
No, mate, laughing at you.
Joke.
You are famous.
They joke. Oh, thanks,
You're
mate.
famous.
I
Say
appreciate that.
hello to your friends and family.
I don't need to.
Show them what a lovely chap you are when you approach members of the public.
Oh, what a joke.
That's going to be the thumbnail
Got
for
any
the video.
mirrors in your house?
That's going to be the thumbnail
Got
for
any
the
mirrors
video.
in your house?
Hey, you should see my missus, eh? You won't be saying that then.
What a joke.
Says him.
What a joke. God, there we got proper.
You'll be getting reported as well for that.
The officer's remarks cross a serious line. Ordering the auditor to move along while calling him a civilian isn't just rude, it exposes a mindset that shouldn't exist in policing. Officers aren't above the public, they are the public. Using civilian like an insult suggests he sees himself as separate from, and superior to, the very people he's sworn to protect. Then it gets worse. He mocks the auditor's appearance and calls him a joke. That's not banter, that's an officer ridiculing someone for exercising a lawful right to record in public. This isn't professionalism. It's ego dressed up in a uniform. Moments like this don't just tarnish one badge, they erode the trust that policing depends on.
Realise there's nothing you can do now.
But there are police cars in here, and there
Couldn't
also
care
are
less.
cars that aren't.
Couldn't care less. If I wanted to, I said I won't take pictures of them, and I won't, but if I wanted to, I could. Get over it.
Goodbye, loser.
Driver shame, you'll be reported for that as well. Look who it is again, guys.
Right now, because I am suspecting you of committing an offence, okay, a criminal offence.
If you're going to use your
And
terrorism card,
I want you to stop filming.
if you're going to use your
Stick to
terrorism
like a man,
card,
stop hiding behind your camera.
I'm not hiding.
Okay?
If you're going to use your terrorism card,
Okay.
you're going to get told off for it, so don't even think about
Well,
it.
I'm going to use what, sorry?
The terrorism card. Because this
Why
is what
you
all
said
this is
terrorism?
about.
That now puts bells in my head.
No, it
now.
doesn't,
Why
because
you said terrorism?
this is what I do. Documentaries on
This is
police
what you
abuse
do.
in Section 43.
Why you said terrorism?
Because I do documentaries on
realise
police.
the
Are you
spectrum-
listening?
Do you really? Just shut up a minute and listen. You
Don't talk to me like that.
And listen to me.
Don't
Before
talk
you
to me
stop
like
mouthing
that.
off all the time. You're not always right, fella. If you're outside a police station or a military barracks and you're filming, you will attract attention by police, military, whatever, okay? Now what you're doing, I suspect, because you've just mentioned the Terrorism Act,
I'm doing a
you're
documentary
doing
on it.
something
That's what
around
I
the
do.
terrorism
Go for it and
Act,
see if you end up in court then.
so I am asking you for your details. I want to check you out next
I'm not giving you my details.
If you do not,
If you want to get yourself in court
do not-
for an unlawful arrest, go for it.
Because I can suspect.
When the auditor brings up the Terrorism Act, the officer makes an absurd leap. Just mentioning the law is enough, he claims, to justify suspicion of terrorism. But Section 43 is crystal clear. Reasonable suspicion must come from facts, context, and actual behavior, not simply asserting your rights. If that logic held, then knowing the law would be a crime. And the officer's mindset becomes undeniable when the auditor challenges the arrest and hears this chilling reply, "I could suspect anything." That line says it all. It strips reasonable suspicion of its meaning, turning a legal safeguard into a matter of personal whim, replacing evidence with unchecked authority.
You need reasonable suspicion.
I told you my details.
You lot have been in trouble for this before.
I don't care. I'm asking you for your
go
details.
for it. You'll end up in court. You're not getting them because I've not done nothing wrong.
And I've
right,
23
fair enough.
years in the police. I've been to court loads of times. Okay.
Right,
so
no
what does that
probs.
tell you, Mister?
That tells you that this
Mr.
time you're gonna. I'm not telling you. You ain't finding out.
What's your name?
I'm not telling you.
Okay, I'm gonna get a van here, and you're gonna get arrested.
Go on then. There's nothing to arrest me for. I've done nothing wrong.
If you fail to give your details under Section 24 of PACE, Police and Criminal Evidence Act 1984, I will arrest you for your details because I suspect you are now at a police station. You've been seen at Hereford, and now we've come up to do an inquiry up here, and lo and behold, you're outside my station again.
Where? Your station?
Yes,
it's our station. The public's that we pay for.
I'm a West Mercia police officer.
So, we pay for this.
Mercia police. I don't serve you.
You should do.
We pay your wages, working Whitehall and places like that, okay, in London. You need to know what you're talking about before you start mouthing off.
When the auditor warns the officer that his conduct could have legal consequences, the response drips with arrogance. "I've worked in the police force for 23 years. I've been to court many times." Instead of professionalism, it reeks of complacency, as if accountability is just background noise, not a safeguard of justice. Then comes the most alarming moment. When reminded they're standing outside a taxpayer-funded station, the officer replies, "I serve West Mids Police, not you. I'm not a public servant." That single statement shatters the foundation of British policing. Officers aren't private employees, they are sworn to serve the public. That's not ceremonial fluff, it's the cornerstone of democratic accountability. Rejecting that duty openly turns the badge from a symbol of trust into a shield against responsibility. The truth remains, police are funded by the public, entrusted by the public, and answerable to the public.
I would like you to leave.
Right, I'm not going to. Not after he's done that. I'm a pretty decent fella. Everyone on my YouTube channel agrees. I don't have to.
If you're saying you're a victim of crime, then you need to give me your
I'll report it online with this video evidence.
And I've asked you to move on respectfully, and I've asked you if you're not going to move on, and if you can respect the fact that if it's not a marked vehicle, that you blur out registration. And as long as there's no further offences are committed.
No further offences? What offence has been committed?
I'm not saying there's been.
You just said any further offences.
There's no further offences committed.
Further offences. So what? Yes, but further public order. So what public order offence has been committed? Exactly, because you've just said there's been an offence committed.
I've not said there's an offence committed.
You did. You admitted it on camera.
Before we close, there's one more piece of footage that demands attention. In a separate incident, the very same officer is seen on camera confronting a group of young people and making threats. This isn't a one-off mistake. It's a pattern. A pattern that reveals something much bigger. An officer who repeatedly steps over the line, chipping away at public trust and the very standards policing is built on.
Say again. I'm not on your property, I'm stood here, so I can't put the finger. Yeah, but I wouldn't put the finger, I was here.
I am filming you.
Well, they called us a... And there's no need for
Are you
it.
filming me?
I can film you all you wish. All I was doing was dropping the vehicle off. I'm doing you a favour.
If you're filming, what do you tell me?
Okay.
I was doing you a favour, I won't bother again.
Okay, happy? We'll see you again, alright?
Is that a threat?
No, it's a promise.
It's a threat.
I will come and see you. Doing the sign, okay?
And
Doing the sign is a public order offence, okay? I will come and see you at some point. It's Friday today. I'll come and see you next week. Alright? We'll deal with your brother.
You can film all you wish.
Alright? And then we'll come and speak to you. Alright? That's a promise.
Not to do you a favour again.
Okay. Bye-bye. Oh, and be a good boy, okay?
And you.
Before we wrap up, there's one more clip that makes this story impossible to ignore. It captures the same officer, already under fire for arrogance and overreach, now turning his attention to a group of children. Their offence: making hand gestures from behind a window. Instead of responding with professionalism or simply walking away, he escalates, accusing them of a public order offence and warning he might return. Then comes the line that says it all, a patronising, "Be a good boy." It's more than condescension. It's a glimpse into a mindset steeped in superiority. And when you place this alongside his earlier treatment of Auditor Matt, the pattern becomes undeniable and deeply troubling.